All right, let's start with the big story that is just coming in from Sri Lanka, where sources have told Wion that a power-sharing deal of sorts has in fact been reached in the island nation. The resolution to the week-long constitutional crisis is reportedly on the cards. Sources say that the ruling United National Party of Ranil Wickremesinghe has now agreed to name the party's deputy leader, Sajith Premadasa, as the Prime Ministerial candidate. Now, the Parliament is scheduled to meet this afternoon for a fresh trust vote, as demanded by President Maithripala Sirisena against Mahinda Rajapakse. All right, so now these were some of the chaotic scenes that were witnessed on the floor of the House after and during the no-confidence motion. And to discuss more on this, we are joined in by my colleague Ramesh Ramachandran. Good morning to you, Ramesh. Now, it appears that after a week of turmoil, there appears to be some sort of a breakthrough in this constitutional logjam in Sri Lanka.
Indeed, good morning to you, Mohammed. Now, the news coming out of Colombo at this moment is that all party leaders are meeting as we speak to discuss on the way out of the Sri Lankan political crisis. And one option on the table is to have a new candidate for the post of Prime Minister. And most likely, Sajith Premadasa is tipped to be the new Prime Minister of Sri Lanka. This because, remember, the President Sirisena had proposed 3 names, including the Speaker, Karu Jayasuriya, followed by Sajith Premadasa, and then finally Mahinda Rajapaksa before he decided on the name for the Prime Minister. Now, the arrangement being worked out is that Sajith Premadasa could succeed as the new Prime Minister. Neither Ranil nor Mahinda Rajapaksa will be the Prime Minister. A third candidate, most likely Sajith, will become Prime Minister by the end of day today. As you correctly mentioned, there will be a second no-confidence motion, which the UNP is expected to win resoundingly again. And that will pave the way for a third, a compromise candidate under a power-sharing deal between Sirisena's party, the SLFP, and the UNP led by Ranil Wickremesinghe.
Absolutely, indeed. Some very interesting developments there, Ramesh. And just before I let you go, all of this is still speculative. This is information that is trickling in that Sajith Premadasa could in fact be this consensus candidate. But even in the event of Sajith Premadasa, being elevated to the chair of the Prime Minister, will he be able to function independently?
Well, the most honourable way out of the crisis, Mohammed, will be a fresh elections that will take place only towards the end of December or early January. Between now and then, if the lawmakers decide, Sajith Premadasa could continue for a longer time as a Prime Minister until such time as the UNP, the SLFP and the newly formed SLPP of Rajapaksas decide on a date for the election. So this is a compromise solution, a patch-up solution, so to speak, under a power-sharing formula agreed upon by the parties in question, the SLFP, the SLPP and including the party of the Ranil Wickremesinghe's UNP.
Absolutely, indeed. We'll have to leave it there. Thank you very much indeed, Ramesh Ramachandran, for joining us and getting us the latest in terms of what is unfolding in Sri Lanka, where it appears that there could be a thaw in the eyes after these very chaotic scenes that were witnessed inside the floor, inside the house in Sri Lanka. It appears that it won't neither be Ranil Wickremesinghe nor Mahinda Rajapakse, but rather a consensus candidate who will now be propped up as the Prime Minister. But how independent will he be, and to what extent will he actually be able to govern Sri Lanka is in fact up for anyone's guess.